All right, kids, now how about we do some scripture readings from the Book of Mormon?
The pod.
A great price.
The pod.
A great price.
Another week. Another week is gone. The fire is still burning. Welcome to October.
Yes, we're here. We're finally in the spookiest of months.
It's very, very spooky. So very, very spooky. Obviously, last week I was still kind of on the back end of Island time. Right now, no, we've come straight into October. Gone with a nice orange plaid.
I love that. I think that's
Match
great.
the leaves.
I noticed
And,
also the pumpkins are part of the
Yes.
fire there. That's great.
Yeah, that was something I was going to bring up. I just thought I would. I recently got into glass blowing. So this was just this is my first lesson. Just did them. I just thought, well, you know, add a little pizzazz to the fire.
And those are from your
probably took me-
first lesson.
Yeah, first lesson. They said I was
Wow.
like the best. They said I was like the best student.
I mean,
they've
they
ever
are
had or
pretty. They
something.
are pretty impressive for your first time. I mean, only way to go from here is up, I suppose. That's pretty sweet.
Yeah, and the lesson, it was only a 5-minute lesson, so that was 1 a minute.
Oh wow! Bang! You just like blew
Yeah.
them out. That's so
Yeah,
cool.
kind of, you know. yeah. So
what do you?
you know, I mean, I built a fire that's kind of that's been burning for months now, and hasn't had any problems until a couple of weeks ago. But that's pretty good. It's pretty good. I don't know of the fires that keep burning that
sometimes,
long.
you know,
I mean,
fire is a subscription-based type of energy source, so that makes total sense. But
Yeah.
no, I think that looks great. I love the decor. I have gone with a nondescript gray for spooky episode today.
ooh, like a spooky ghost.
Yeah, like
spooky ghost is not quite at its full power just yet.
You see a shimmer in the wind, and you're like, wait a second, before it actually starts to come into frame, before it actually starts
Yeah.
to form, you see kind of like
Yeah.
a before effect. That's kind of what this shirt's representing. So
A lot of
getting there.
places that claim they have spooky ghosts, which don't exist, we hear usually specifically of a grey ghost. They often
Yeah.
refer of like a grey ghost. So I guess it might be a particular form. Like, what would make the ghost grey? Is it because of what they're wearing, or is it got something to do with like their, I don't know, unfulfilledness maybe? Because it's
Yeah,
usually
I
like
think-
the grey woman looking for her husband,
Yeah.
the grey man looking for his head.
I think maybe their level of fulfilledness is correlated with the amount of saturated color is in their apparition, maybe.
That's probably what it is.
And so why they're
probably-
also gray and white is because they're not fulfilled yet. Because then if they became fulfilled, then they would be in full color. You know what I mean?
Yeah, ghosts aren't really a diverse group when you kind of think about
Yeah,
it.
it's mostly white people.
Yeah, but maybe that's just because of where we're from. Yeah, we should just go to. I mean, like the Asian countries. I mean, like particularly Japan.
Yeah.
they fuck with ghosts.
They fuck with ghosts a lot.
But they're a different type. They're fucked up. When you die in Japan and you go into the afterlife, you do not come back as what we know as ghosts. You come back as something with powers and a level of
yeah.
spook that no country I think can compare to. Let me
Yeah,
tell
like
you.
a-
They know how to spook.
Like a stapler.
Yeah,
Yeah, you come back as a
just
stapler.
like a stapler. A little stapler.
Rob Schneider is a stapler.
Rob Schneider was an animal. Then he was a woman. And now Rob Schneider is a stapler.
A stapler. But anyway, anyway, another week back at it where we are reading yet again another chapter of the Book of Mormon. Now we're currently, today is going to be chapter 21. Up until then, we've just been following the family. We've had the odd little dream, sequence of dream episodes. A lot of good on the road.
You have a lot
Trekking
of travel
with the family,
stuff.
adventure.
Yeah. A road trip movie feel.
Yep, there's been levels of soap opera in this. with like
Yes.
internalized family affairs. There's been drama. There's also been quite a lot of insights that me myself have found just reading it from the first time, and I think I've given you some maybe some new
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
insights on it, which is really fun. Then there was last week's episode. Now, last
Yeah.
week's episode
It was,
was
yeah, it was a tough
was
one.
something called plagiary.
Plagiary is in rampant form with last chapter, allegedly. So, last chapter was First Nephi chapter 20, and it was basically an entire chapter of the book of Isaiah in the Bible.
Yes.
Literally almost verse for verse, word for word. And they even say at the
Yeah.
beginning where it says, compare Isaiah 48. But when
Yeah.
you think about the
from the Old
context,
Testament.
when you think of the context of that story,
Yeah.
of how the Book of Mormon came to be, Joseph Smith was basically just reading from the Bible to his buddy, and he was writing it down. As
He was
if
having a
it
writer's
was,
block that day.
yeah, maybe he had some writer's block. Maybe he wasn't feeling the creative juices, but
No.
that's
No.
that's what ended up happening. So an entire chapter
That's
from
what ended up
Isaiah is
happening.
in the Book of Mormon, and that was last
And
chapter.
it was a really special episode as well because it's the first ever chapter of the Bible outside of the Book of Mormon series that I've ever read.
Yeah.
I never read, so it was a first for me. I'm popping multiple cherries. I'm quite the. Is it still a vineyard? We're gonna call me a vineyard.
Yeah, it's like you seeing the the first chapter of the Bible in the context of the Book of Mormon, and that's your first introduction to everything. That's like your first Star Wars experience being The Last Jedi.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
not
Like there's just so
yeah,
much going on, and
exactly.
you're like, wait, what? I guess that's a movie. Like,
Yeah.
yeah,
It was a hard one to follow, definitely. It was nice, like we said, having a different tone in which it was written
sure.
in. But my God, was it heavy on hating us,
Yeah,
all of us.
the people who transgress and the people who don't follow
Yeah,
exactly what God says.
yeah.
And
That was really
yeah,
what we took away from last week's episode was that God hates us, and there's literally nothing we can do. Before we're even born, hates us.
transgressor from the womb is what he said.
Yeah. But, people say that the Bible teaches forgiveness. I have yet to see that.
True.
But,
That is true. You have yet to see the forgiveness part of the Bible. It is in there, but not here.
yeah, definitely not
The
here.
best parts of the Bible are
Definitely not
left
with
out of this
Nephi.
part of the Bible. Yeah. So,
Yeah. So, but all in all, we're, let's get to it, man.
alrighty.
Unless there's anything else. Anything on your mind, Christopher?
Well, I am. I bring some unfortunate news to this episode.
Okay.
How we were kind of thinking like, oh, this chapter of Isaiah in the Book of Mormon is a one-off. That's it. There's only one. I'm sorry to say,
Oh,
Fraser,
okay.
but chapter 21 also has an entire chapter from the Book of Isaiah. So,
Okay. Okay. All right. Fine. Well, look, at least thank you for the warning. Thank you for the warning. I will say, I mean, I was really excited to see the family because it's been a while and I've been away. It's been a while since we recorded. So I've really missed them. I wanted to spend some time with them.
yeah.
Obviously, last week was a bit of a letdown, but I was kind of picked back up with the fact there was something new. But I said at the end of last episode, can't wait to see the family next week.
Yep. Yeah.
What a fool. What a fucking... Do you know what? All week, Mormons will be laughing at me.
It's okay.
All week.
It's okay. I'm sure that the people
not
who
funny.
I'm sure the people who are aware of the context of the Book of Mormon and heard you say that last episode are sitting there like, oh, our sweet summer child. So, welcome to the Book of Mormon phrase. There's twists and turns. Some of them are fun. Some of them may not be so fun. But we're going to go ahead and get rolling with it. Are you ready to go?
Yeah, let's go.
Alrighty.
Fuck it, let's go.
All right. First Nephi chapter 21. The Messiah will be a light to the Gentiles and will free the prisoners. Israel will be gathered with power in the last days. Kings will be their nursing fathers. Compare Isaiah 49. About 588 to 570 BC.
Okay. Right. So first off the bat, the Book of Mormon can now officially and legally drink in
Yes.
the country of the US of A.
We're of drinking age now.
Okay. We're now above drinking age, finally. So that's nice. So let's get this as an alcohol, but imagine it's just straight petrol.
There we go.
So that's cool. Obviously, it also gives the compare Isaiah. Isaiah in last chapter was that Isaiah 48.
Correct.
So so it is the following one.
It is the
also,
following
we don't
chapter,
also
yes.
have now another little skip. So we're kind of still, there's nothing else that I'm going to be left out context-y wise. It's just it's the next one.
Mm-hmm.
There's still going to be a lot of context I don't get. But, okay, right. So Messiah, which means Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
Every time, when they say Messiah, is it always Jesus?
Yes. Yeah. In the context of this,
Right.
yeah, Messiah equals Jesus. Yep.
Okay, cool. Right. And we'll bring light to their genitals. So let's get sassy.
Yeah, just got to make sure the lighting's right. You want to have warmer colors. You don't want to have anything too harsh. Fluorescent lighting, not so great. Natural fire is what we're looking for here.
Yeah.
So
So all this is lit by is just fire and the night sky.
Exactly.
It's a very bright night, but that is straight the night sky.
yeah, I mean, being here, I feel the warmth, right, and I feel
Yep.
the heat radiating even off of your glass pumpkins too. So that's pretty sweet. All right, sweet. Let's go ahead and hop into it. Verse number 1. And again, hearken, O ye house of Israel, all ye that are broken off and are driven out because of the wickedness of the pastors of my people. Yea, all ye that are broken off, that are scattered abroad, who are of my people, O house of Israel. Listen, O isles, unto me, and hearken, ye people from far. The Lord hath called me from the womb. From the bowels of my mother hath he made mention of my name.
Why did that start getting a bit gross? That got a little bit icky towards the end of it. with
Yeah,
that.
it was weird because you went from womb and then 2 words later, bowels. Yeah,
to the bowels.
Yeah, bowels.
To the bowels.
bowels of my
So
mother.
it's so the Lord was talking to me whilst I was in the womb, and it made her shit herself.
He was conceived via anal sex. That's the immaculate conception.
That is one immaculate conception.
That's what they mean. Okay, all right. Blasphemous. That should be a
Oh, we're
soundbite.
already we're too far gone now.
And verse number 2, and he hath made my mouth like a sharp sword. In the shadow of his hand hath he hid me, and made me a polished shaft. In his quiver hath he hid me.
Now it's got my attention again. Okay,
Bang, dude.
When I'm not gonna lie, the first part of the first verse, it was a bit like, okay, right, here we go. Towards the end of it, my ears. One ear went boing, and then you read that one. The other one went boing. My mouth like a sharp sword. Okay, so kind of like what are those sharks? Not like a hammerhead shark, but you have those sharks that kind of have like a. You have those fish with the ding 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 ding. They fight in some Disney cartoon.
The knife in this big horrible creature with razor-sharp teeth. Nice barrier, man. And then he...
No, it might be in Bedknobs and Broomsticks. You know when the two fish
Oh,
with the
yeah, yeah.
swords just like. Pew, 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 pew. So that's kind of cool. Picture that, but a man, because it's very literal, the Old Testament. And the shadow hid me. Yeah, okay, right. And he mentioned shaft, a nice polished shaft.
I would want to. You remarked on polished shaft, and I think 1 Nephi 21 verse 2 might be the most sexually charged verse we've seen so far. So let's look at this here. Mentions of sexuality that could be mouth, hand, polished shaft, quiver. That is dripping, dude. That's goopy right there.
That is goopy.
That is the
goopy.
primordial
And-
soup from which life began, right there, dude.
And absolutely. I've somehow acquired a little
I noticed that.
chopstick that's now going to be a wand.
Well, I noticed that you grabbed a wand, and I was like, well, that's probably the most British thing I've ever seen happen. Is that you procure a magical artifact to start whipping around as if you have power over things. That's incredible.
Wingardium Leviosa. Stop it, Ron. Stop.
It's in me. It's just in me. No, it is. It is just a chopstick, and I guess it was on my desk. Having ADHD, the amount of times you look at your hands and you're like, "How the fuck did that get there?"
Yeah.
This is one of those times, but I've got it now, and I'm going with the one thing, Halloween. But yeah, no, very, very sexual. The thing that I wanted to say is quite interesting about this is because where it's Old Testament, this is that would be said in churches, like real churches, like actual churches, not like your guys' weird pretend churches, but like a real one, like an old one, like with a guy and a thing, is saying that
Yeah.
to your children.
Yeah.
Oh. What do you think of the Bible? It's so all right. No.
All right, verse number 3. And said unto me, Thou art my servant, O Israel, in whom I will be glorified. Again, servant, glorified. Snarl. Verse number 4. And then I said, I have labored in vain. I have spent my strength for naught and in vain. Surely my judgment is with the Lord, and my work with my God. Talking about veins, strength. Come on, man.
There's Isaiah is, I'm not going to say Nephi, Isaiah is a shirtless, shredded man with a great tan right now.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Popping. Yeah. You like Arnie at the point where it's like, dude, if you had one more steroid, you would explode.
Yeah. He's just the pinnacle of human perfection in biology.
So horny and can't get it up.
Verse number 5, and now saith the Lord that formed me from the womb, that I should be his servant, to bring Jacob again to him. Though Israel be not gathered, yet shall I be glorious in the eyes of the Lord, and my God shall be my strength.
All right, just to to remind me, Jacob, we said that was Donny Osmond's fazhah.
Austin Powers Faja.
Okay,
Yep,
cool.
you got it.
Right. Did you guys at home know that? Yeah, because you watched last week. But,
Yeah.
it's news to me. Cool. Right. That's very nice. And will be strong.
Yes, very strong if you trust in the Lord. Verse number 6, and he said, It is a light thing that thou shouldst be my servant and raise up the tribes of Jacob, and to restore the preserved of Israel. I will also give thee for a light to the Gentiles, that thou mayest be my salvation unto the ends of the earth.
I forgot about the shints.
Yeah, the
Shints.
verse number 7. Thus saith the Lord, the Redeemer of Israel, his Holy One, to him whom man despiseth, to him whom the nations abhorreth, to servant of rulers. Kings shall see and arise, princes shall also worship, because of the Lord that is faithful.
Now he goes back to just being mean sounding. That was another. But okay, I may look good, but don't you forget, I fucking hate you.
Yeah, so with this one, they're talking about how the people will despise the Messiah because of what he says. Yeah, so
Yeah.
not fun. Not fun stuff. Verse number 8, Thus saith the Lord, In an acceptable time have I heard thee, O isles of the sea, and in a day of salvation have I helped thee. And I will preserve thee, and give thee my servant for a covenant of the people, to establish the earth, to cause to inherit the desolate heritages.
When they say my servant, is that referring to a person, or is that a
Let's see here. I think
like is Jacob the servant?
yeah,
Example.
talking about servant. I don't know if they're talking about a specific person specifically or a specific people. I think they're talking about a specific person, but I could be wrong.
That's cool. I mean, it's fine if you are, but not like Zoran.
Yeah, not like Zoram. Yeah, no, definitely not like that.
No, Zoram. Yeah, no, because he's good servant.
Yeah.
He was a damn good
Well-
servant. It's like him and Alfred.
Yeah. Nephi's the Bruce Wayne to Zoram's Alfred.
Let's not refer the coolest comic book character
Nephi
to
is like Bruce
Nephi.
Wayne in the fact that he's
No,
a
don't do
pretentious daddy's boy who is able
All
to
right.
enact violence for his own personal gain, despite what his moral conscience tells him to. The only difference is that Nephi doesn't have a no-kill rule.
You were so right. You completely won me around. And then, yeah, apart from the no-kill rule. Yeah. Because Nephi's addicted to it.
Yeah, he can't get enough of it.
He's addicted to killing.
Yeah. Verse 9, that thou mayest say to the prisoners, go forth to them that sit in darkness, show yourselves. They shall feed in the ways, and their pastures shall be in all high places. They shall not hunger nor thirst, neither shall the heat nor the sun smite them. For he that hath mercy on them shall lead them, even by the springs of water shall he guide them. So with this,
Okay, another quite, rhythmic,
yep, it's
good, yeah.
It's had a few thousand years to be distilled and translated into like the kind of a rhythmic, preachy type of vibe.
More of a digestible kind of way that, yeah, I get why they would have done that. Digestible, much like the crackers you guys eat on Sunday. That is crackers, right?
Not Mormons, but some
Mormon.
denominations of people.
Is that a Catholic thing?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, wafers.
Like you Catholic. Is there? Did you guys ever have a like derogatory term for like the other, like the Christians or the Catholics, like those?
Yeah, it was the great and abominable church, dude.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You did. Yeah, the great and abominable. Again, that's not a slur though. That's
It's pretty cool.
yeah. You'd get a T-shirt printed and you'd wear it
It's a
around Utah.
snow-themed church that like
Yeah.
roams the Himalayan countryside.
Yeah,
That's cool.
It is giant, looks scary, but do you know what? You take his hand and he takes you flying.
Yeah, it's so cool.
And you fly around the Netherlands, well, around the Alps.
He goes around the Netherlands, specifically from the Himalayas. It's instantaneous. The moment you grab the abominable church's hand, his great and giant paw, you immediately teleport to fly around the Netherlands instead.
There's a reason for that. There's a reason for that because the first thing you see when you take off, because he's fast, first thing you see, Northern Lights.
Yes.
Okay. You take him off, and next thing you know, you're with the Northern Lights, and you put your hand out, and he's like, touch them, and you can like sprinkle your fingers along
dude.
them.
Oh,
and
I think I have a thing here. So like you can say grab your hand and like you go up and you fly up, you see the Northern Lights, and he goes up to him and you're like, here, go ahead and touch it. And you're like flying away and it's so much fun. And then you fly all the way to the Netherlands and you're like, no way, that is so many tulips. And it's just so fun, you know?
Yeah, not even the Netherlands, is it? It's fucking yeah. I can't remember.
Holland.
Holland. Isn't that beautiful?
I am from Holland. Isn't that weird? Yes.
Isn't that beautiful? Yeah, also with verse number 10, talking about how if they, follow God's commandments and stuff, they will not go hungry, they shall not hunger, nor will they thirst, so they will never need to drink water or eat food ever again. Neither
Or post bikini pics on their Instagram.
Exactly. No more thirst traps for them. They don't need to. They don't need to.
Don't need 'em.
Easy peasy lemon
Don't need
squeeze.
'em.
We don't need to get that attention. We are not hungry
God will
for attention.
quench
Yeah,
that
thirst has been
thirst.
quenched. The heat nor sun will smite them, so they can't get burned and they won't get a tan.
They can enjoy the sun.
Yeah,
but
they just go out.
No tan.
Full,
They're gonna be pretty pale.
They don't need to
forever.
like garb up or whatever. Why? You're not going to get sunburnt. You're following Lord's commandments. This is
Yeah, it'd be
SPS
nice to
God right
get
here,
a
dude.
tan. Yeah, I guess so. I mean, thank you. I mean, do you know what? That's actually something nice. I was saying, like, what's been the thing we've been promised? What's the good thing about following all this? That's the first time I think I've actually seen, like, a selling point. You do this, you won't get burnt, you won't be hungry.
Nice,
I
yeah.
think so. It's the first time that's
First
kind of come
selling
into
point.
my
Okay. First one
brain
to
right
really
now.
kind of hit. Okay, yeah, gotcha. Yeah, I mean that would
No,
be
but
kind of
it's
cool.
something positive. If you do this, this will happen.
Yeah.
and it's a good thing. So, all right, okay, we've kind of got something.
Yeah, we have something going on.
All right, okay, I'll take it.
All right, verse number 11. And I will make all my mountains a way, and my highways shall be exalted.
Life is a highway. I shall be exalted. Yeah.
Yeah, and so it's all like elevated freeways. So the town's going to be underneath me. You just drive over the town. So all the highways are just up and exalted, super high up. And
But are the mountains still there for you to climb and enjoy and see?
well, he's making them
scenic
what
vistas?
they describe it here as a way. So I think that's kind of open to interpretation. It can be kind of whatever you want. It's a way of saying mountains. It's, you can go away a certain way. That's a way.
Yeah, that's a way. Cool. All
Yeah.
right,
All right.
I'll take it.
Verse 12. And then, O house of Israel, behold, these shall come from far, and lo, these from the north and from the west, and these from the land of Sinim.
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 The land of Sinim. Is that supposed to be like sin? Is that part of it?
I don't think so. Nifty word here is backwards. It says minus. That's just nifty.
Interesting, because we're minus ground right now.
Mm-hmm.
We're low. But so the land of Sinim, is Sinim a place? Was it a place?
Yeah, I don't know exactly where. I'm assuming near the Middle East and around there.
It's gonna be somewhere around the Middle East.
Yeah.
Somewhere. I don't know if it's still there. The people of Sinim, if you're still knocking about.
Yeah, drop where you're at. If you're Sinamish,
Yeah. if your name's Simima.
yeah, if you're Sinamish and then or Sinamian or I don't know exactly what your
Yeah.
demonym is, but just go ahead and drop a link. We would love to do a gig in your town.
Yeah. Just drop us a message, but it has to be in your local dialect.
Yes.
And if it's got crazy letters, we don't want you translating. We want it. We want to see it. We want to feel it.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, verse number
Thank
13.
you,
Sing,
kind people.
Sing, O heavens, and be joyful, O earth, for the feet of those who are in the east shall be established, and break forth into singing, O mountains, for they shall be smitten no more. For the Lord hath comforted his people, and will have mercy upon his afflicted. But behold,
So,
sorry.
oh wait. So now he's all game for singing. Did he tell us to sing? Sing, O heavens.
Yeah, so break forth into singing, O mountains. So yeah, sing heavens. Yeah, he's all about the singing.
So okay. So Old Testament God is got a bit of like
Revelry. Yeah.
revelry. Yeah, he wants a bit of fun. He wants us to have some fun. I mean, he still hates us, but he's encouraging singing. Nephi
He hates
discourages that.
hates it.
Not good for Nephi.
Yeah. I think that's also a good metaphor too, because God here is saying sing. God is saying sing, but one of God's followers is
Yeah.
saying no sing. So do you follow
No
God's
sing.
followers or do you follow God? Do you follow this prophet because that's what everybody told you to follow because he's just some guy? Or do you look at it and just kind of like do your own thing? I don't know. Maybe it's a
I know
little
the
too much.
Bible's up to interpretation,
Yeah.
but there's nothing to interpret about the fact that Nephi said, "Don't you dare sing or dance," and then this God being going, "Sing,
Yeah.
oh,
He's
heavens,
totally cool with it.
and be joyful, Okay,
Yeah.
I'm coming around a bit more to. I'm starting to like this God. I mean, he still hates me, but it's nice to know that he will allow some kind of fun. That's nice.
Yeah, totally. So he's into kind of like maybe relaxing just a titch. Just a titch.
Yeah,
Not a problem.
take
with
the
that.
edge off.
Take the edge off.
Sing a
Why
song,
not?
dance a jig.
Exactly. Verse 14. But behold, Zion hath said, The Lord hath forsaken me, and my Lord hath forgotten me. But he will show that he hath not. For can a woman forget her sucking child, that she should not have compassion?
Okay, wait, hang on. No. Okay, now, quite often there are some verses where it's like something gets said, but we'll address it at the end. And then there's some verses that will say something where it's immediate hold. Okay, Okay, let's just hold this for a second. For can a woman forget her sucking child? Why do they word it that way? Just say child. If you take away the sucking, it just says, for can a woman forget her child? Is the sucking necessary? I know, because I guess to imply that it's a very young age.
Yes, yeah.
It's of suckling age, right? I get that, right? I get that. But it's gross, and it's being rewritten enough. You guys have already put in the thing to cover your boy, saying compare it to this. That's okay. Take out the weird shit.
Well, you don't like sucking on some titties, dude?
No, I do, but like I don't want like.
But when kids do it,
Yeah.
it makes me feel like
When
a horny
kids-
baby.
Do I make you horny, baby?
It makes me feel just like a horny baby. The horny bastards they are. Like, that's it. Okay, right. So I just wanted to address the sucking
Yeah,
child.
yeah, it's weird. The sucking part is always just kind of like a, whoop, okay, all right, well.
I know, and there's already been plenty of suck. I know it was at a different time, but you know,
We've had sucking, we've had polished shafts in this episode, we've had hands and mouths. It's been...
and we wonder why there's always so much sexual abuse in the fucking church.
We always
going all
wonder
the way
why.
back to forever.
Yeah. Like the words polished shaft are in the scriptures.
What do you think I'm thinking about for the rest of the day?
Yeah, like what do you think
If
a
I
kid's
am-
going to think? Like,
If I'm a 13-year-old boy,
imagine going to school after hearing that in church on Sunday and guy be like,
Yeah.
guys, it's in
I
the
polish
book.
my shaft. It's in the book. Yeah, could you imagine? Again, Bible's up for interpretation. They make it very, very clear. They love repeating that. But if you could read that and be like, he's telling me to do it. He's encouraging me to do it.
Yeah.
He told Nephi to chop the dude's head off. I think I can polish my shaft.
Yeah, you can polish the shaft all you want. Might as well. It's in the Bible. And this isn't
It's
even the
in
Book of
the
Mormon. This is the
Bible.
Bible.
This is the Bible. This is the real one.
Yeah, the real one, the Old Testament.
It doesn't get realer than that.
It really doesn't. All right, let's see. Yeah, so let's go ahead. Verse 15. Can a woman forget her sucking child that she should not have compassion on the son of her womb? Yea, they may forget. Yet I will not forget thee, O house of Israel. So they're saying, like, how do you think a woman could forget the kid who's sucking on her tit when she has one inside of her belly? You think she's not aware of the situation, idiot? Like, that's kind of what they're saying here.
I think it'd be really hard to forget. But I'm not a mother. I don't know the struggles you guys go through, so
Yeah, I mean, I'm not a mother either.
it's
so
not for me to comment.
yeah.
No. Men shouldn't have a say on women or their bodies.
All right, verse 16. Behold, I have graven thee upon the palms of my hands. Thy walls are continually before me. 17. Thy children shall...
That seems a little bit kind of like a mime. That was like a mime thing. Behold, I have given up to the palms of my hands thy walls.
Thy walls are continually before me.
before me.
But of course, you wouldn't be saying those
My
words.
palms.
You'd just be... You'd be in whiteface.
Yeah.
All right.
I'll be a full white face.
Verse 17. Thy children shall make haste against thy destroyers, and they that made thee waste shall go forth of thee. It's a fucking sentence. Verse 18. Lift up thine eyes round about, and behold, all these gather themselves together, and they shall come to thee. And as I live, saith the Lord, thou shalt surely clothe thee with them all, as with an ornament, and bind them on even as a bride. Yeah.
And bind them on even as a bride. Is that ever said in churches? In
Aside from
ceremonies?
reading the verse, no, I haven't heard it.
No, probably not. But I didn't know in the Bible it said, yeah, well, I mean, yeah, but he's allowing brides, so that's all right.
Yeah, as long you can have all the sex. I mean, this is the first time we've heard marriage being mentioned, kind of in. Not,
I was gonna
not in
say,
the-
yeah,
not in the Book of
because-
Mormon, but in this chapter.
Well, in the Book of Mormon, they had wives, but they
They
and
took them
there was
to
supposed
wife.
to be a wedding episode, but they didn't really kind of go into the wedding. And I don't. Is it really a wedding? Did they were they legally married?
They took them to wife. So
They took them to
yeah,
wife.
to wife was
but
like it's like a verb.
that's why they're trying to get to America. They're trying to go to Las Vegas.
Man, it's so hard not to act reckless.
Yeah, they got to go to the drive-through chapel
Yep.
in order to get married.
Drive through on their makeshift boat. You know,
Yeah,
you're
they
gonna
already
have the other
landed
brothers
in
just
Kansas.
pouring water in front of
Yeah.
it, and they just we'll have about 6 weddings at this point, please.
Yep. Thank you. Verse 19, for thy waste and thy desolate places and the land of thy destruction shall even now be too narrow by reason of the inhabitants, and they that swallowed thee up shall be far away. The children whom thou shalt have, for thou hast lost the first, shall again in thine ears say, the place is too strait for me. This place is too straight for me. Okay, there are too
I'm going
many
to San
women and men.
Francisco.
Let's get out of here, boys.
This place is starting to feel like Texas, Missouri. I'm going to San Francisco, Idaho.
That it would be funny that all of a sudden there's like a giant flip in Nephi's entire personality.
I know.
I guess Jeffrey Dahmer was gay. Give place.
He was.
Give place to me that I may dwell. So they don't want to stay there. They want to go to where other people were at. Verse 21.
They want to dwell, but do they have a tent? You can't dwell.
How can
without
you
a
dwell
tent.
without a tent, dude?
I'm assuming they do because of the time period, but but we need that context. That's something that Nephi's good at.
Yeah.
Is giving us too much context on itty bitty stuff.
Yeah, totally.
And then not the gory stuff. This is giving context on that God hates us and he wants us to go away. But you can beat your meat, you can be horny, and kids be sucking.
Kids be sucking titties. There's polished shafts. There's hands. There's mouths. There's sex.
Yeah.
We had a lot of sex before the marriage mentioned in this, so a lot of premarital sex.
Ooh, naughty.
Naughty, naughty.
It's in the Bible, so it's okay.
Yeah, it's
You
in the
can
Bible.
do it.
There's premarital sex in the Bible, so that in that case it's okay. So we're good. We're good. We're good.
Yeah. We're good.
Okay. Verse 21. Then shalt thou say in thine heart, who hath begotten me these, seeing I have lost my children, and am desolate, a captive, and removing to and fro? And who hath brought up these? Behold, I was left alone. These, where have they been? It's like, I don't have any of my stuff. Even my kids are gone. I don't got anything.
Yeah. I got nothing.
Yeah. Verse 22. Thus saith the Lord God, behold, I will lift up mine hand to the Gentiles, and set up my standard to the people. And they shall bring thy sons in their arms, and thy daughters shall be carried upon their shoulders.
Cute image. I
Yeah.
guess that's a cute image. But I will lift up my hand to the genitals.
I would lift my hand and check for a hernia.
And cough.
You turn your head and cough.
Turn thine other cheek.
Turn thine other cheek.
and cough. But he did say that they're going to carry their daughters on their shoulders.
Yeah, that's
so
fun. It's like you're.
That's fun. That's nice.
It's like it's Calvin and Hobbesy. You know what I mean? It's kind of like
Yeah.
whimsical, serious
Yeah.
tone behind it, but it's still kind of it
Yeah.
speaks to a nostalgia. I think with that.
It does. It does. It speaks a little bit to remember a couple of years ago. It's definitely something that still goes on right now. But I guess people sort of around our age started to become the age of they could justifiably be attracted to dads and the whole dad look and that being kind of like a sexy thing, of just kind of and then there was lots of Instagram accounts where it's like dads of Disney, and it's just like people take a picture of hot dads of it, and me as a straight man, it doesn't do it like that for me, but I get it.
Yeah.
You do see some like a dude with fucking rocking New Balance and jean shorts, maybe an AC/DC tee, hat, and got the daughter on his shoulders, and he's got a backpack full of toys and sweets and
Yeah, he's got it
dirty
going on.
diapers and stuff. And you're like, do you know what? I don't want to fuck him, but I want him to hold me.
Yes,
I would feel safe on his shoulders.
and that's exactly what they're talking about here.
Yeah, so now this is giving something. There hasn't been a lot of like sexual kind of in it for the women so far, sort of in the Book of Mormon. That right there, I think, was a nice little like. And there's going to be men carrying your daughters on their shoulders.
Don't even worry about it,
You know
ladies.
how
We
that
got you
makes
covered
you-
too.
Yeah, it's going to make you going.
Verse 23, and kings shall be thy nursing fathers. So that's a little bit more of a...
Okay.
And the king shall be thy nursing daddies. And their queens...
What does nursing fathers mean?
Nursing fathers, they have a little hyperlink here. It goes back... Well, I mean, it references the next chapter. So it doesn't really help us out here. But
fine.
yeah, basically, they're going to be the ones who provide for you. And their queens, thy nursing mothers. They shall bow down to thee with their face towards the earth and lick up the dust of thy feet.
Tarantino. Quentin, you're back again. And he's back again.
Yep.
All right.
And thou shalt know
Licking up from the dust till dawn of thy feet.
from the dust until the dawn. Such a reach.
That's not that
I
much
know,
of a
it's so
reach. In
funny.
Dust to Dawn, he literally licks feet.
Yeah. I love the dust. Oh, yeah. The only thing that led you into dusk until dawn was the dust. It's really
Yeah.
funny.
Dusk and feet. Yeah,
Love that.
and we said Tarantino.
And
I think there's a good trailer thought there.
Oh, for
but
sure.
We made it work.
we made it work.
We're a team.
For they shall not be ashamed that wait for me. Verse 24, for shall prey be taken from the mighty, or the lawful captives delivered? But thus saith the Lord.
For shall they? That is it. Chris, I've asked you many questions, and there's actually always been a question on my mind I've always wanted to ask you, and I'm going to ask you this. For shall they pray be taken from the mighty, or this lawful captives delivered?
That's a serious question.
It is a serious question, and to be honest, it's something I'd rather talk to you off pod, but I think, it's here now.
Sure.
We need to address it.
Yeah. I mean,
Look, just a simple yes or no.
yes.
Cool. That's it.
Yeah.
Right. Verse 25.
Yeah, verse 25. I don't know. Yeah, yes. I have to say yes to that. I don't know what to say. I mean, we all know the context. We all know what's going on here. I mean, there's a lot of moving parts, but, there's a lot of gray in this situation, but I think moralistically, you do have to take sides at some point.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yes, I believe yes.
Thank you.
Verse 25. But thus saith the Lord, even the captives of the mighty shall be taken away, and the prey of the terrible shall be delivered. For I will contend with him that contendeth with thee, and I will save thy children.
And the prayer of the terrible will be delivered. So even the terrible people will pray. Their prayers will still be delivered.
No, so prey is Prey in this case, which means like
Oh, yeah,
predator
yeah.
and prey.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. Great
So,
film.
yeah, Prey is a great movie, by the way. Super, super great. But yeah, so God's going to come and defend you because that's what he does. Because if the terrible are going to get what they want, then he's going to contend with the people who contend with you. So like an enemy of my enemy. You know what I mean?
And that's God saying that to us. Like, he's actually kind of saying that I've got your back still.
Yep.
Very different tone, man. Very, very different
It's shifting
tone
a
from the
lot,
Book of
isn't it? Like
Mormon.
going up and down.
Yeah,
different-
yeah.
yeah. No, it's
It is.
weird. The yanking back and forth is always confusing. And in that confusion, you can kind of discombobulate people's expectations and understanding of stuff and then take advantage of that confusion.
Especially because they're kind of supposed to be talking about, it's the same Lord,
Yeah.
But he said like, who they does he like me? When you're like you've got someone at work that you think you're friends with, but for some reason you guys just can't connect. For whatever reason, you're not going to be friends. You're just colleagues, but you think you like each other, and then you kind of have this thing like, but do they really like me?
Yeah. Yeah.
Does he let me take this shit? And you start asking the other colleagues, and most of them are like, no, they love you. And then other ones are like, yeah. And you're like, well,
What did I do wrong? Did I bring the wrong
Yeah,
type of
what
sandwiches?
was it?
I didn't eat anything out of the fridge.
we didn't want to tell you, but You were born.
You were born, and you were.
I was what?
Yeah, you were a
You were
transgressor.
born,
Yeah,
and-
you were a transgressor from the womb, actually. So
Yeah, so
hate to break
we
it
actually
to
wanted to talk to you about that and say if could you keep that stuff, but you were born and that's it, and he hates you for it, and that's okay. I don't think that's okay. It is.
it sucks to suck,
It
dude.
is.
Sucks to suck.
Yeah, sucks to suck
Verse 26.
like a baby.
Like a baby. Sucks to suck like a baby, idiot. Idiot. Verse 26. And I will feed them that oppress thee with their own flesh. They shall be drunken with their own blood as with sweet wine. And all flesh shall know that I, the Lord, am thy Savior and thy Redeemer, the mighty one of Jacob.
And was that last verse of the chapter?
And that's the end of the chapter.
Great last verse.
Great last
Great
verse, right?
last verse.
Great.
That was a good last verse. My God. I mean, yeah. Does he like me or doesn't he? I don't know. If it says he gets her back, and then there's that
The whiplash
shit.
between these two verses is pretty quick.
Is insane, and they'll be drunken off their own blood, dude.
Yeah,
That
it's pretty intense. It's like, I'm gonna have your back. Don't worry about it. It's gonna be okay. Everything's gonna be fine. I'm the Lord. I'm your God. It's gonna be all right. And by the way, I'm gonna fucking make them eat their own goddamn flesh. Like, yeah, it's really, really intense.
very Dharma. It
Yeah,
gets very Dharma because not only was Dharma eating flesh, Dharma was drunk off blood.
yeah,
He was drunk on blood.
yeah. He just couldn't get enough of it.
Couldn't stop. Lord, our Savior, and thy Redeemer, the Mighty One of Jacob. So the Savior of the Mighty One of Jacob, is that saying, when it says the Mighty One of Jacob, is the Mighty One Jacob, or is there...
No, the mighty one of Jacob.
Okay.
It's like, again, it's like the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. So it's
Yeah.
like that God,
Okay,
that God,
right.
that God, and that's what they're talking about here. The mighty
Cool.
one of Jacob is another name for God.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry if this does get a bit boring, not just to you, but to like viewers, if just like, because it's probably a lot of stuff that a lot of people understand. It's, when you're watching Game of Thrones with someone for the first
Oh, yeah.
time and they're constantly asking you to pause because their names come up and you're like, who the fuck's that? And it's like, it's the guy that the whole 2 episodes are about. Him. Like,
Yeah,
it's a little bit of that right now for me.
No worries, you're all good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is the last verse of the chapter. And I do believe it is that time phrase. It's everyone's
Sure
favorite
is.
section of the episode. It's
Fraser's final thoughts.
Yeah, okay, so final thoughts. Final thoughts. I'll tell you what my first thought was disappointment. That was my first thought. I'm going to I haven't told you what my first thought is on any of them, but that was my first thought was disappointment. I was excited to see the family. I am happy that we got some kind of it is nice kind of seeing how complex God is, depending on who's saying who it's from. Because, I mean, the Book of Mormon so far, with the especially with Nephi, he's been very me. The effect he's had on me, the effect that he's had on my fazhah.
Welcome to 1975, Austin Powers and Fazhah.
It's all kind of written about him, and all the bad things he says about God is kind of, it's not so personal. This is what we said on the last episode. This is another one again of where it feels directed at us.
Yep.
That he's still saying he doesn't love you, but then he's given us like a little bit of, but you can sing. Yeah. And then, sing all you want. Yeah, fine. I ain't got a problem with that. But, I will kill you, and you will, if I don't kill you, you're going to start eating people, and you're going to eat so many, you're going to get blood drunk.
Yeah.
Blood drunk. Which sounds cool. And again, it's been sexy. It's been so sexy.
Such a sexy app.
I've had no less than 4 boners in this one chapter.
A 4 boner chapter, dude. That's a record.
Yeah, because it was going up and down, up and down, up and down.
Yeah.
It was separate boners.
Wow. That's amazing.
I think probably about 4. I lost count after the first one. But yeah, there's definitely yeah, there's just a lot of subliminal things that's getting you thinking a certain way, which I think is just, again, it's really interesting. It is really eye-opening, kind of putting into context. Or I don't want to bring it up because it's not the part of the pod, but all the kind of fucked up stuff that the especially the Catholic Church has done, and seeing little seeds in that it's like, if we didn't know about all the the molestation that had gone on, when I read that, would I have heard it that way? Or is it almost because of now I've already got such a view on it, I'm subconsciously hearing it, and as soon as there's something, it's like
Yeah, no, that's definitely that's definitely a good point of like, is my feeling of discomfort coming from what I already know about what happens at churches with priests and altar boys and the sex abuse and stuff, or is it because of it that happens that way?
Yeah, and I'm not saying one or the other. I'm not, but
Sure.
it's more of kind of like the way I'm noticing it now. Yeah, is like reading it without knowing that. But it is a good. Yeah, it's really interesting. Honestly, I am actually kind of. It is really, really fascinating. But in terms of just a final thought of a chapter, yeah, just different, horny, and blood orgy.
A different horny blood orgy.
Yeah, and again, and hate. He still hates us, but he's give him a couple of Bacardi breezes, okay,
Yeah.
a couple of Smirnoff ices,
Yeah.
Smirnoff,
Smirnoff.
Smirnoff shotgun. That we're at least allowed to have some singing, which is good. So I don't mind him. But anyway, that was fun. That was still a good chapter. I still enjoyed it regardless. I do need to know though, next week, because now the surprise is already kind of ruined. That all right? There's a possible next week. Are we back with the family? Or will it be another Isaiah? I'm kind of excited for either, but I am excited for the family.
I think next chapter we are going back to the family. Yeah, just by doing a quick skim,
nice
it looks like we're getting back to the family a little. Yeah. We're gonna be heading back with the family. It's not a complete lift out of Isaiah. So and
Okay,
also
good.
next week.
Good. No, it's fine.
Yeah, and so next week also will be the final chapter in First Nephi. So we're wrapping up the first book of the Book of Mormon. 22 weeks at this shit, dude. How crazy is that?
That's crazy. That's crazy that, yeah, it's been that long. I kind of feel emotional.
Yeah.
Getting to the end of the book of Nephi. Oh, man.
We have
Does that mean I've got, yeah, we
have so
I kind
much
of forget. I know there was all different books and you already told me that, but in my head it was kind of like, that it's always going to be this family and the other books are the other hijinks. So are we going to be meeting new families?
Oh, so the timeline, we started off at 600 BC, right?
Yeah.
The Book of Mormon ends in 421 AD.
In 420 though.
So
No, 421, but 420 AD.
So
we got a big time
there's
span.
1,000 years.
Okay, all right, cool. There's 1,000 years. All right, I have a question then, because again, trying to keep this as spoiler-free possible, but just because a question. So obviously, there's going to be some time jumps, and there's going to be different characters, different families, different situations. Are they in chronological order, or is there going to be some back and forth?
There's going to be some slight back and forth, but not in full-blown stories. Just some kind of touchstones from authors' words and stuff, and we'll get there after Second Nephi.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, so there's going to be. It's primarily, with a few exceptions, primarily it's all going to be chronological.
Cool. Yeah, no, that's good. Well, I'm excited.
Yeah.
I'm really excited to see the next generation. And if you're excited too, make sure you're here next week because that's going to be a doozy.
It's going to be a
next
fantastic
week.
time. It's always a fantastic time when we hang out together by the fire as the McJessup family. And if you want to join our family, just go ahead and give us a like and a subscribe. And tell the person who, when you're in Target or in an Aldi or a Tesco's or something like that, and you're like, that person is probably getting in the way of where I need to be, but I don't want to be a bother to them because they are sitting in front of like the Scooby-Doo mac and cheese or something like that. And you want to buy it, but they're also sitting there, but they're taking a little bit too long, you're like, fucking get a move on, you know what I mean? Like that, in that moment, break the ice and say, so sorry, excuse me. I see that you are looking to get some Scooby-Doo themed Kraft mac and cheese. Could I also interest you in the Scooby-Doo mac and cheese equivalent of podcasts? And that podcast is The Pot of Great Price. And you just tell them it's going to brighten their day, it's going to brighten your day, you're going to make a friend, and you're going to eat mac and cheese together.
And it's going to give you a pep in your step.
Tell me how there's a lose in that situation. You know what I mean? There's not.
There isn't a lose.
It's completely
And it's
airtight.
free.
And it's free. And it's
it's
free.
free.
Costs nothing. Absolutely nothing.
Politeness costs nothing.
Exactly.
Manners cost nothing. If you're going to come into our house, take your shoes off. Not in an Ishmael way. Not in a Nephi way.
No, definitely not.
In a Japanese
In
way.
a Japanese way. Always,
Arigato.
always emulate the Japanese as much as you can, except for when they're looking to dominate the world. But that's in the past. It's in the past now.
I ain't got any beef with them. That's country beef between you and them. We ain't got that.
Yeah, you're fine.
You guys
Yeah,
are our
you're
boys.
fine. No, it's all good.
We like you.
We just named a drink after
Just like the
them.
Vietnamese. We love you guys too.
Yeah, it's all good.
We got no beef.
But yeah, we'll sign your omelets. See you guys later.
For the rest of the world. Hey, yo. Anyway, guys, thank you so much. And we do love you sincerely.
Dudes. Bye.